Hello students. Today we will discuss on a new topic that is called scraper. Here the image shows the scraper image. This equipment is basically designed to dig, haul, dump and spread the material. The cutting edge on the front of the scraper bowl is lowered into the ground and forward motion of the scraper causes dirt to flow up into the bowl. This scraper has been classified in two ways. One is self-propelled scraper and second one is towed scraper. Both of them can be either cable controlled or hydraulically controlled. These are also classified as free, half forced and forced discharge type. They are also designated by the bowl capacity. So the first one is self-propelled scraper. The following are the main parts of scraper shown in this figure. The bowl hold the dirt. In some scrapers, the bowl is hinged and tips forward to roll the material out. In other, a tailgate, which is a valve in the rear bowl, is used to push the material out. This bowl is held in position by two lift cylinders. The cylinders are mounted on a frame. Number two is the apron may be straight or curved valve in the front of the bowl, which opens and closes to regulate the flow of earth in and out of the bowl. The movement of the apron is also controlled by a separated piston cylinder arrangement. The cutting edge is lowered into the dirt to make a shallow cut. The scrapers are rated according to capacity, struck and or heaped, preferably both. The struck capacity is the maximum volume of liquid the bowl can hold. Heaped capacity is accordingly to the Society of Automotive Engineering rated formula. Thus, two scraper bowls may have the same struck capacity but exhibit different heaped capacity. This means that one bowl design sacrifices bowl height for width and possibility length, thus increasing the heaped capacity, whereas the other is built tall and narrow. Scraper can be pulled either by crawler tractor or rubber tired self-propelled tractor. Crawler tractor were the earliest and still in wide use. They exhibit their usual tremendous tractive effort which is made available for loading and great climbing process, but they are not well suited for haulage with a maximum speed of only 8 to 10 km per hour. They are generally selected for short hauls of up to 350 meter and for movement over rough ground and high ground. Next is rubber tired self-propelled tractor scraper. Rubber tired self-propelled scrapers have high haulage speed, which may reach as much as 50 km per hour. But a sacrifice in tractive effort has to be made in terms of road holding capacity. The use of pusher tractor, however, provides the extra effort which it is needed during the loading portion of the cycle. These are available as four-wheel units or as two-wheel overhung units. Four-wheel units are usually selected for projects requiring long hauls at very high speed up to 50 km per hour. Their stability, smoothness of riding and easy of operation not only giving confidence to the operator but also make them a safer unit to operate. Two-wheel overhung tractors are used whether speed under 30 kilometers per hour are required. A lower number of wheels means lower operating and maintenance cost and give greater facility for maneuvering in limited area of loading and unloading. The mechanism that activate the apron, the ejector and the lowering or rising of the bowl are either cable, electric or hydraulically controlled. The oldest method and one which is still in use in this cabin, but more recently electric and hydraulic units have appeared with the hydraulic system being the most successful. So after the self-propelled scraper, next is tow scraper. The scraper unit of this type is usually mounted on four wheels as shown in this figure. These wheels carry only the load of the machine and materials. They are either neither steered nor driven. This is attached to the side of the tractor. The individual motion of the scraper body are performed by two drum power control units mounted on the back of the tractor. This consists of a pair of high-speed winches driven by the power takeoff shaft and controlled separated by the friction clutches and brakes. Now come to the different component of the scraper. The following components scraper the followings are the components of the scraper. One is bowl, apron and cutting edge. 2 is transmission system. 3 is steering system. 4 is braking system and 5 is control unit, either cable or hydraulically. Bowl, this is a box type container open at the top, the bottom and side are part of this body. The bowl may be shaped in two-way box type or oval shaped as its lower portion. 2. Apron. The front wall of the bowl is known as the apron. This may be a straight wall or a curved wall which is operated to control the material flow. Third is cutting edge. This is made of wear resistant steel bolt onto the bowl bottom and is made of three pieces. Middle one is long and the two sides are short in length. Next is transmission system. The transmission system is similar to that of the damper transmission system. The engine delivers power to Allison transmission system, which finally drives the wheel through universal joint, a propeller shaft, and the differential. Travel speed are as follows: forward 8.5 km per hour to 44.1 km per hour, and reverse is 4.4 km per hour. Steering and braking system are of the same type of that of the damper. The machine is steered by a hydraulic system. Air over the hydraulic edge which actuate the shoe of the brake shoe assembly. Now next is control system. There are two types of control. One is hydraulic control, another is cable control. Hydraulic control unit which control bowl hosting, apron lifting, ejector movement, steering of equipment, etc. There are two pumps in the unit. One of the pump, a vane side with a 250 liter per minute capacity, discharge the hydraulic oil to the main control valve through a pressure relief valve. The relief pressure is about 175 kg per centimeter square. When the pressure exceeds this limit, the oil is redirected back to the tank. The main control valve is provided with three levers for the three functions of the bowl: hosting jack control, apron lifting jack control, and ejector jack control. They are electrically controlled and hydraulically actuated. This is the hydraulic control. Next is cable control. The system cable control is achieved with the help of a drum cable system. The drum is powered by the power control unit. These cables are then allowed to pass over different pulley system to perform They need work. One drum, one drum. This is two drums. So in practice, however, another drum is attached to the drum gear along with a separate clutch and brakes. Now, after knowing the different components, let's start with the different activities of the scraper. Towed scraper are preferably operated within 300 meter, while self-powered scraper give better operational performance in between 300 to 5,000 meter. Scrapers can operate it in a variety of soil including black earth, sand and clay. They are not very useful for moist soil and loose sand. The operation. The following are the different steps of the scraper operation. Number one is digging or loading. The tailgate is retracted to its extreme position. The apron is opened partially and bowl is lowered until the cutting edge reset on or penetrates into the ground. The pushing tractor in run in a suitable gear. By regulating the depth of the cut, slice of earth or material are fed into the bowl. The process is controlled fill till the bowl is lifted. Number two is hauling. Transporting of load from the face to the dumping pit is referred to as hauling. During hauling, the bowl is raised sufficiently above the ground so that the lower portion of the bowl does not hit any object on the whole road. Rising of the bowl should be controlled according to the grade of the whole road, and in extreme cases, the bowl should be damaged over that whole road to make it more suitable. The third one is dumping and spreading. The bowl is lowered until the cutting edge touches the ground. Apron is then raised just enough for the material from the bowl to start flowing. The tailgate is then moved forward gradually, discharging the material from the bowl. During the activity, the scraper is allowed to move so that the material is scraped in a layer. When the spreading is complete, the gate is fully retracted. The apron is dropped and the bowl is raised to the carrying position. So these are the operations. These three are the operation of the scraper. After the knowing the operation activity of the scraper, now comes to the maintenance component maintenance of this scraper according to component. Number one is inspect the profile of the cutting edge, if necessary, sharpen it. Inspect the apron lifting mechanism to check its smooth function. Clear and lubricate the guide channel of the apron. Clean and lubricate the bowl hinged point. Clean and remove sticky material from the bowl body inside. Inspect ejector movement mechanism for trouble-free operation. Inspection and maintenance of other equipments remain as the same as the doser and the grader. Thank you, etc. After the maintenance, next is technical details. The technical details of the scrapers are followed in this way: capacity, stroke, height, payload, shipping weight, engine, engine type, and flywheel gross weight. In this way, the technical details are given of this scraper. So from this notes, we can understand the scraper, different types of scrapers, then its different components, its operation or different activities, maintenance, and the technical details. So this is the scrapers. So thank you so much.